Las Vegas, Sin City. A lot of imagery pops up when the name is mentioned. From Elvis impersonators to throwing dice across a green felt table, Las Vegas is known for opening the gateway to fun and one-of-a-kind experiences that you can't have anywhere else. But some of the images that come when you dream of that Las Vegas getaway could lead to complete disaster. There's one thing that many people think about when they think of Las Vegas that needs to be addressed. In this video, we're going to do just that. So, if you have ever wondered about picking up a companion for the evening in Las Vegas, keep watching. You might just rethink that part of your vacation. Number 10. Not legal. Many people may think about trying to find a friend for the evening, but before you do that, there are some things you have to know. The very first thing we want to get clear is no, it is not legal. We are sure most of you out there have in mind that prostitution is legal, and that could not be further from the truth. Out of all the counties in Nevada, only 10 of them have legalized this. However, the one place most of us think of, Las Vegas, is not in one of those counties. In Nevada, the rule is that any county over 700,000 people cannot have legal prostitution. With over 2 million people, that means in Clark County, paying for these kinds of services is illegal. Just as a note, the other counties where it is legal do have some regulations and guidelines. The biggest of these is that it is only legal in a brothel, not on the street corner. Number 9. Escorting is legal. So, prostitution isn't legal in Las Vegas, but you know what is? Escorts. We are sure you are asking yourself, aren't they the same thing? The answer could be yes, and could be no. On a very basic level, the two things are not the same. The idea of escort is simply more about hiring someone to be your companion in a non-intimate way. However, for the most part, many escorts do offer intimate services. So, it is a loophole many working girls use to get around the legality of it all in Las Vegas. Just know that if you do contact an escort service, you need to make sure what type of service they offer. Number 8. What happens if you're arrested? Now that you know this is illegal, you are probably wondering what happens if you get arrested for soliciting. We think this is important to know too, as getting arrested could end up ruining your Vegas vacation. The first time you're arrested, you might find yourself dealing with a fine of up to $1,000 and 6 months in jail, as is a misdemeanor. On top of that, you'll have an additional $400 fine and a $200 civil penalty. Of course, with the first time, you might be able to have some of those dismissed by paying the fines and doing a little community service. Either way, it's just better not to get arrested at all. Number 7. Pickpocketing. There are a few things to be wary of when thinking about engaging in this activity. One of the most popular scams that these ladies do is the group approach and a bit of pickpocketing. Once the group of girls approaches, they distract you while another girl reaches into your pocket and takes your wallet or phone. They then pass it off to another girl so that if they get caught, they can claim innocence. Number 6. Spike your drink. The next thing to watch out for is a bit of dangerous one. Many times you may want to have a companion for the evening, or maybe you meet a girl when you are out and about on the town and decide to invite her to join you for a few drinks and a little Vegas fun. Then, when you two reach a bar, she distracts you a little and slips something into your drink. Unaware that this happens, you enjoy your drink and begin to feel a little strange. Once this begins to happen, the girl is then free to take advantage of you. This could also lead to some very dangerous situations, as you don't know how this foreign substance will interact with your body. Many guys wind up being dragged out of the club or even having the ambulance called to take them to the hospital. Either way, the girl got what she wanted. So, we think you should be very vigilant if you are out for a drink with one of these girls. You never know what she may have on her mind. Number 5. Don't bring them to a strip club. We'll get to the final scams in just a few minutes, but we also wanted to give you a piece of quick advice that could help you even more if you decide to employ one of these ladies for the evening. Another big thing to do in Las Vegas is hit the strip clubs. It is on many people's to-do list, but if you are going to have a special friend by your side, then you may want to skip this activity altogether. The ladies that work at that club are not too keen on you bringing outside competition into the club with you. There are already so many girls in the club, adding another one they have to contend with for your money may make your experience not so entertaining. Number 4. Say goodbye to your wallet. If you stay at one of the casinos and wind up inviting your special friend back to your room, you are opening yourself up for a couple of pretty sticky situations. The first is by far the better of the two. As you enter your room, she asks for a drink or something special that draws your attention away from the bulk of the room itself. Then, as you move away and are distracted, she grabs your valuables and makes a run for it. If you do chase after her, she will then cause a scene, maybe screaming about how you are chasing her or concocting some story to make it seem like you are the one who is at fault. Then security will get involved, and that could be bad for you. This is especially the case if she can slip away before security shows up. No matter if you can turn this situation around, you have lost your valuables and will have to spend your time in Vegas making reports with the police, and that is not fun at all. Number 3. Major casinos have police on property. The thing you need to know is that in Las Vegas, the casino is vitally important to the economy, and because of this, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police makes sure that they have a presence at all the big properties. So, this is where paying a little extra for your room might be well worth it. Many of these properties have a police officer on hand, so in these situations and more serious issues, they have a quicker response time. This means that you may be in luck if you have booked to stay at one of them. Of course, the proximity of the police may be both good and bad for you. After all, remember you are taking part in illegal activity, so it's a crapshoot on which way this goes. Number 2. Here's the room number. An even worse situation than the last one could happen though. Many of these girls will ask you for your room number and give you a story that they want to text a friend so they know where they are. But be cautious, because this is a start to a very popular scam that could lead you in a very dangerous situation. Even if you don't give them the number, they can get it off the door as you go into the room. Then, they'll try to leave the room for a minute and text the number to their partners in crime. This could be a friend or their boss, but either way, the intent is to have them show up and rob you. This is where staying in one of the bigger casinos is a good thing. Many of these have employees at the elevator to check room keys. This could stop her partners from getting to you. So, if you do invite her back with you, just be warned, if you are not careful, you may find yourself being robbed in your own room. Number 1. Go to her room? The last scam may be the most dangerous of all the situations. There are many small hotels on and around the Las Vegas Strip. Some of the ladies might suggest you go to her room in one of these. This is not a great idea, as these properties lack security and leave you open to being taken advantage of. The scams are the same as the ones we mentioned, but because you are removed from the property with security systems like cameras and security officers, you find yourself in a vastly more precarious situation. So, if she offers to go back to her hotel, say no, and either leave the situation or head back to your own hotel room. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? But if you find yourself in one of these situations, that may not be the truth. So, be cautious, and we certainly hope we have given you some tips on what to look out for that protect you from having a vacation that is memorable for the wrong reasons. That's it for today's upload. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.